It's 9:30 on a Wednesday night at a local pub known as The Seeps, and Al Val is about to be introduced. It's his fourth show this week, and he seems calm and ready.
I'm going to bring up your first comedian. This guy, I've known him for about a year and a half. He's a stand-up guy all around, not only a stand-up comedian. He's hilarious. Right now, he's the Van Wild.
Before I get up there, I'm just chomping at the bit. Like, I'm just so excited to be doing what I'm doing, and I can't contain myself.
What else I can say about him, but he also has dreadlocks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your motherfucking hands together for my friend Al Val.
The audience can always detect if you're being fake. They know if you're being sincere. You can't put on a fake smile because they'll see right through it.
And this just reminds me, like, Hollywood, you know, they're so unoriginal. You could come into a theater tomorrow, and this one comes on. It's like, in the future, everyone is called Clive.
Watching from the audience is Al's best friend and fellow comedian Omid Solari.
I really appreciate his Clive bit because, in my opinion, it's one of the few bits that he does that's so original, so true to Al.
And with doomsday fast approaching, only Clive holds the key to humanity's survival. With the help of allies, Clive, and Clive, fighting against time and the evil Clive.
The bit is me saying Clive over and over again like 100 times.
Starring Samuel L. Jackson as Clive, Gwyneth Paltrow as Clive, and Clive Owen as Greg.
And then to top it all off, at the end when I say the title, I do explosion noises for like a good minute.
This summer comes, call me Clive.
So while I'm up there, it's just all fun, like I'm a kid in a sandbox.
When Al Val isn't performing, he can usually be found around the Western campus, attending classes or leading the Western Improv troupe. He also spends time every week writing and occasionally performing on a local talk show called London Tonight with Jeff Leeson.
It's London Tonight with Jeff Leeson. On tonight's show from Newsmaker.
At first, I just kind of thought, oh, who is this guy? And in all honesty, kind of thought he was a little arrogant, but he really didn't have any idea who he was on stage. He wore dreadlocks, but he didn't know how to portray a guy with dreadlocks. And that was only in the beginning.
And now, your host, Jeff Leeson!
Aside from being a writer on the show, Al Val makes an occasional appearance as a character he created, known as New York Pete.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here he is now, New York Pete, everybody. New York Pete. All right.
I would love to have come up with that character because it's amazing. But again, only something Al could do.
First of all, first things first, Pete, did you bring a resume?
No, let's not bring ink and paper into this, Jeff. I'm right here.
Okay.
Ask me questions.
Fair enough. So, as I said, you were fired from your job as a professional WHMIS trainer.
Yeah.
And WHMIS, of course, for those who don't know, stands for?
It stands for Workplace Hazardous Materials, IS.
In a word, what makes New York Pete great? Al Val.
Tell me a little bit about what you did at this last job.
Oh, well, I taught WHMIS at children's parties, you know, when they couldn't afford the bouncy castle or the Spider-Man.
Hold on. Time out. Whoa. You taught WHMIS to children?
Yeah. Ages 12 all the way up to 6 months old. You know, it's never too early to learn how to be safe around hazardous chemicals. I've seen some shit, Jeff.
I want to appear on David Letterman at some point, like all the talk shows, Leno and Letterman, and I want to sell out the ACC. I want to perform at the ACC and sell out, and I want to be the first ever comedian performing at Super Bowl halftime.
He's 22 years old. He's got a great act. He's got an amazing look. He's got a personality. He's got people want to watch him. People can't help but watch him.